So today I've got a really special guest with a very, very special car. We are going to be showcasing a 1966 Chevy Nova. Freddie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, just give us a little rundown on the car. What you know, how you found it. And so basically I saw him at the ice cream store local to town, and I saw this and I was like, I had to stop. I had to see this car. I'm a car guy through and through, retired mechanic for 20 some odd years. Freddie,
40
Freddie, you've been in cars. I'm 20-something years. You've been how many years?
48 years.
Right on.
Cars.
All right, yeah, tell us about the car.
I found this at the Mika auction, and I fell in love. The whole thing's been restored. Motor, tranny, rear end, body. I mean, it's beautiful. So
yeah, really clean.
You know, but I'm getting older.
That's all right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm losing the, you know, the fun.
Right.
So
right. What's your biggest challenge with owning a car like this?
Well,
keeping it clean, or
you can't leave it anywhere.
Right.
I can't take it to like the grocery store, and you just can't leave it anywhere because I don't want anybody to hit it. You know
I don't blame you.
And I don't want to sell it to just anybody. I want somebody who's gonna
take care of it.
Yeah. like I have. And,
so when you purchased the car, what have you done with it since you got it? Was it basically roughly the same, or
it
have
was
you done
roughly
any
the same? I mean,
it
didn't have a horn. I had to put a horn in it. I changed tires, and that's about it. I mean, it's the radio. You ain't gonna hear it anyway.
Right. It's not much
sound. Put a big stereo. You ain't gonna hear it.
Right.
It's kind of loud, but I do, and it does take off.
Yeah. What kind of horsepower are you pushing in this?
A little over 750.
750, right on. Any modifications to the frame or the tub?
Yes, they made a solid frame for it.
Okay.
It has rails on the sides. It's got a 4-link in the rear, center struts, coilovers in the front. The interior is stock, but been redone.
I saw when I looked at it the first night, and we'll take a look at it today. It's like perfect inside.
It's brand new. Like I said, the whole car has been restored, but I mean, it's beautiful. I just I don't drive it enough.
Hey, look, you know what? These kind of cars, from the way I see it at this point, you know, people like yourself, people who own classic cars, you guys are caretakers for these vehicles to pass on to the next generation or the next owner who wants to appreciate it.
I want somebody who's going to take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know, I'd hate to see it ruined.
No. This is a collector's car for sure. Hey, do you mind if we take a look at the engine?
Sure.
Cool. All right, Freddie, let's see the engine on this bad boy.
It's an LS with LS3 heads, which is a 6.0. It's got a 950 Dominator, and that's about it. I mean, it's what you see.
So, Freddie, what made you get into the Novas? Had you been a fan of the Chevy Novas prior to purchasing this car? Like, what got you into cars as a younger guy? Like, how many years you been into cars now? You said a while, right?
I was a mechanic for 48 years, and I always liked the Nova. And it was either this or a 55 Chevy. So I chose this at the auction when I saw it, and fell in love with it. And it's nice to drive. It has an overdrive, so I can drive it on the highway 80 miles an hour, no problem. Just,
beautiful.
You know.
So lower revving, you're saying, with the overdrive, it's going to take the revs down?
The RPMs are pretty low when you're on the highway doing 80. It's only like maybe 3,000 RPM. And I mean, she'll probably do, you know, probably go 150 miles an hour, but I just cruise it along 75, 80, and it's not the best in gas mileage.
No, I would have bet not. You know, one of the things I've noticed about cars like this, again, I've been into cars my entire life. I've loved cars forever. What I notice about cars like this, in a lot of cases, you don't even have to drive this thing fast to feel like you're enjoying the ride. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I said, it's got a rumble to it, and I mean, if you hit it, I mean, you will. It takes off like a rocket.
Oh, I don't doubt
it. 750 horse. What do you think it's going to do? But don't have the right tires to catapult you, but. I mean, she'll sit and she'll spin. She still can take off like a rocket, but...
No, I don't doubt it. And the engine looks immaculate. I mean, I see...
Yeah, it's been powder coated.
Powder coat on the engine itself, on the manifold covers.
The valve covers, intake is powder coated. And the heads are aluminum, LS3 heads, and the block is just regular black paint. And here is all black paint. but this is powder coated.
No, it looks really clean. MSD ignition, of course. That
Yes.
I remember putting that on one of my first cars, and it was kind of a weekend
Yeah,
project.
the brain of it is in the glove box.
Yeah, but they make a huge difference as far as spark. From what I remember, they really worked well.
The distributor runs off the water pump. So when you start it, when you turn, this thing turns, it'll give you your spark, and it'll start right up. It's got a little mini belt back here that runs off the back of the.
That's a little one, yeah.
That runs off the water pump. And like I said, they didn't want power steering because it takes away from the motor.
I mean, how tough is it to get it around turns? Not too bad. It's parking.
No,
is probably
it's easy to drive. It's
Right.
easy.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful machine. So Freddie's gonna fire this bad boy up right now. As you can see, it's clean. Yeah. Get a sound of the exhaust. I'll give a sound to the exhaust. Yeah, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Freddie, thank you so much for sharing your vehicle with us today. This is an absolute amazing machine. As we've seen it driving on the road, listening to it, interior, exterior, this thing is perfect. From what I'm under the impression, you're looking to sell this car.
Yeah, I'll cry later, but
Right on.
I'm getting too old for it.
No, that's okay. And we're located in the Palm Beach area here. Any information you need on this car will be listed in the description. Freddie has been kind enough to share his contact information for anybody who is interested. Again, it's a 1966 Chevy Nova. Some modifications done, very tastefully done. Pretty much factory plus would be kind of the condition of it, right? And with a few added add-ons.
Yes.
So a full list in the description can be provided by both myself and Freddie. For anybody who's serious inquiries only, obviously, if you want to come see it, you're more than welcome to see it at one of the next car shows if he still has it around. And if not, thank you so much for sharing it with us today.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep posted. We've got a couple of more car content coming this week as well as next week. And thank you for tuning in. Freddie, again, thank you so much.
You're welcome.